on a PB earlier, but no, I was pretty tired. Yay. So close to sub 20, why couldn't I get it? Oh wait, that's not a, I didn't really get a 24 meter 3, this was a DNF. Yeah. But, yeah, that's annoying. It was like probably, 14 something. I was actually had the time so I could see it. This time it was 14 something memo, probably 14:45 or whatever. I was reviewing quite a bit as well, but that was important, or else I was gonna forget things, but I didn't. And I was, any one pause during execution would have made it better, but I also had parity on every single thing, and I had 3 twisted corners, so that didn't help. That's kind of upsetting how it's so close to sub 20, but at least it's PB by 3 minutes, so yeah. I've been doing quite a bit of cubing, just an average of 5 on 5. I could have gotten a PB on 7x7, but I kind of messed up during it and got nervous. I got like a 3:27. It probably could have been a sub 3:20 pretty easily. Kind of like the fail I got yesterday, but yeah, it's all good. 3:19 on 7x7. Probably could have been a 3:13, 3:14 if my hands weren't shaking so badly and I didn't get like a terrible last layer case, but still really happy. It's a sub 3 reduction, which is insane. And got to last 4 edges at 2:32. The sub 110 centers, which is really good, and I didn't even have my best edges. Sub 110 edges. I didn't even have my best centers. Got a 150 centers, which my best is 144. But yes. So I was doing a lot of cubing. I tried doing 6x6 after doing all that 7x7 with Tommy on his stream, but I wasn't doing so good. I got the first 2 solves were over 230, then I got a 219. So 219 is pretty nice. It's not like amazing, but it's okay. I did, as you saw earlier, get that 319 on 7x7, but I'm liking 7x7 a lot more after doing all this practice today. Now Tommy's mean of 3 is 333, sub me, because mine is 336, but I have a 342 average of 12, while his is only 343. Also my single's 319, his is 325. So I went driving for a while on a lot of roads. My mom was teaching me and stuff. I was drifting a lot and almost hit cars on the side of neighborhoods and stuff like that, but it was a lot easier when I was on regular roads too, but it's only like one of my other times doing it. And it's like my second time driving on actual roads. So I was cubing for quite a while in Call of People, but I was just getting bad times, so I had to stop. It's like 10 something. But yeah, a lot of cubing. No, not really PBs, but as I said, I was pretty tired. 5x5. I was getting a lot of over 110s, but if I wasn't tired, I could probably do a lot better. I was doing some 7x7 as well, some 5x5. I just added a few more solves into my session for 7x7. 5x5, I wasn't doing so good. I did 13 solves. My average of 12 was like 111 or so not the best, but it's not terrible. 312 on 7x7 could have been a little better if I didn't have like a 2 or 3 second lockup during centers. It took that to fix. I had like 103 edges or something. It was 152 centers. And I got to 3x3 stage at 250 something. I was like, oh my god. That was insane. The edges were really nice. I was really happy with it. I also ended up breaking my PB average of 12 by like almost 10 seconds today as well. This was PB by 10 seconds. This is PB by 7 seconds. Average of 25, I didn't even have one before today. But considering 7x7 is a long event, I'm going to say that I am sub 340. This 340 and this 346 had really bad centers. They were like 205 centers or something like that. So, I'm gonna consider myself sub 340 now. Ooh, fastest ever counting solve and almost PB on the first solve. And I got PB average of 5 in this weekly cubing time contest. I'm really happy with this. The last solve probably could have been sub 1 as well, which would have given me a counting sub 1. But I had some hesitations during edges. But then, my 3x3 stage was 49, so I was able to get my reduction was 49, so I didn't think I was going to get a sub 1, but I was only 0.25 away from it. I had a really nice, fast-flowing 3x3 stage, and it was nice that the last layer was easy to finger trick. Don't remember the OLO, it was probably a nice one, like an easy finger trick one, or at least for 5x5, into a J perm. So yeah, and it was a J perm. I'm pretty sure it was the one with no AUF, the JB perm, but yeah. I'm really happy with this. The first solve, I'm trying to remember what happened during that. Oh yeah, I had some hesitations near the end of edges, and it was a 43-second reduction. Oh no, yeah, I had a little bit of hesitation near the end of edges, and it was 43-second reduction, my second fastest ever, almost my fastest. My fastest is still for my first ever sub 1. I think it was 42, but that was just stupid edges back then. But it had a 16 centers, and Another thing that it had is 3x3 stage. Probably could have been better, even though it was 13, which is pretty nice. Probably could have been better if I wasn't so nervous because I thought it could be a PB. But yeah, I'm still really happy with this 103 average. Yeah. I also did some other contests. Before 5x5 I did 6 and 7 as well, but I just did 3 and 2x3 and 2x2. I did pretty good on 2x2 considering I barely practiced it at all. It was just good scrambles to get a 2.1 average. Probably averaging like high 2 now because I don't practice it. Let's see, 3x3, wait, no, 3x3 I got a 9.80 average, but as you can see, it was accounting 10.7, so yeah, not bad besides the 10 and 11, but it's not terrible. I didn't like warm up or anything in practice the 3 before. 6 and 7, 6 I got 215 average, and 7 I got a 337 average with a 329 single, and the 6x6 had a 212 single. So yeah, 6x6 was really nice. 7x7 was pretty normal now since I was practicing a lot. I got a 338 average of 25, and 25 solves is quite a bit on 7x7, so that's pretty representative of what I average. Also showing that I improved quite a bit, but they weren't the best. I had 2 of the centers were over 2 minutes, so it's pretty good that I still got a 330 something average, but yeah. It's about 4:40, and I just did this timed exam I had to get done, and a lot of times I got distracted a lot, and I was just doing random solves and stuff like that, and I made sure every answer was as right as I tried to make sure it was correct before I moved on, but there's a few I wasn't like that sure of, you know. But I didn't review any of them after, and I just submitted it, and I got 100. So yeah, and then I have to do this other thing. But I'm just gonna cube during doing that because it's some like this thing we have to read. But I'm just gonna listen to the audio version and then cube while I'm listening to the audio version. So that's a good idea. It's like 3 hours for the audio version. I could probably read it quicker, but I'd rather do it this way because then I can cube and do it at the same time. So I'm also exploring a different method on 4x4. I don't know how it is, but it's probably been thought of before, and people probably have done it before. I just want to see how it is. I'm going to do a few time solves on it and see how it goes. First PB on 4x4 using Yao, 36.11 average of 12, and I also got a 38.99 average of 50. I haven't done an average of 50 on Yao in a while, but I think Yao is finally my main method, and I also ended up getting a 35 average of 5, which my PB using my other main method was high 33, but my PB before this for average of 12 was 36.4, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, this is pretty cool. As you can see, I have a 37 average of 25. Near the beginning of the solves, I was getting a lot of low 40s, but as it went on, I was getting a lot better solves as it progressed. So I'm really happy with how I was able to do in 4x4 with this PB average of 12. So yeah, did a ton of solves on Skewb while listening to more of this book I have to read. I did, oh no, it's 85 for a second. I thought it was 95. So I should just do those last 5 solves to finish average 100. But anyway, a lot of the solves at the beginning were not so good, and I still was getting not so good solves. I'm just trying to break in this new Cosmic Skewb. That's why I'm doing this session, but I haven't been doing Skewb in a while. I haven't been doing Skewb for a while, so this is pretty decent, also considering how this cube isn't really fully broken in yet, but it's a lot better than it was before this session. So it's a little bit past 7:30, and I've been trying to figure out some of these physics problems for like way too long, but I finally figured everything out. I was about to start emailing my teacher, but while I was doing it, I finally figured it out, which is good to figure this out now and not try to figure it out when I'm on the quiz tomorrow. But it's all good that I did all that, and I'm still going to try to get everything else I have to get done tonight and tomorrow at school, so I don't have to do anything tomorrow night. But I still have to do some stuff for another class, and I have to do some online for this college class, like freshman comp 2 English class online. And it's the same thing I had mentioned before, which is just like I'm just gonna listen to the reading. So by the time I finish this stuff from this other class, I should just be able to listen to that and then cube while I'm listening to that. So yeah, and then I just have to complete something for that, like type stuff about like what I heard or what I read. Which it's said in there, like you're allowed to listen to the audio recording. They provide it for you, which is pretty cool because then I can do something else I'm listening to it. Obviously, I'm still focusing on that, but cubing isn't taking my attention so much that I don't understand anything that's going on. That's why I wouldn't be able to do something like blind, obviously, while I'm listening to it, because then I'd have no idea what they're saying, or what they're saying would just make my blind selves terrible. But yeah, and then I just have to respond to some other people who made posts like that, which they probably didn't make them yet, so I have to wait till tomorrow, but hopefully I'll be able to do everything. If I do one thing tomorrow, it's not the end of the world, it's just doing something on a Friday. It's not like it's before a competition or anything, but yeah. I'm also going to Noah's house this weekend, my friend Noah Paredes, for his birthday, and Tommy Cherry's going to be there as well, so that's pretty cool. So I'm still listening to the recording. I was doing a bunch more cube solves on this Cosmix cube. It's not fully broken, and this is still somewhat better, but this just has faster TPS. This still locks up quite sometimes. This locks up sometimes, but for different reasons. But I think once I fully break this in, this will be far better than this, and those lockups that occur will probably be diminished by a lot. But yeah. These are my times so far on this cube. My average of 100 PB is like 4.28 from like a while ago when I used to practice, so that's what my average of 25 is right now. But this average of 5 I was able to get with 2 counting 2s and a counting 4.8. So my PB average of 5 is like 2.4, but it's like stupid scrambles like that with like a counting 2.2 as well. So yeah, and this 2.11 single, which I probably would have gotten better on this. It was like 3 moves to double sledge. But I didn't recognize the inspection, but I'd probably get sub 2 with this because like sledge execution is a little faster with this right now. But some things are faster on this cube as well, so who knows what would happen anyway. It's almost 4 o'clock and I'm done with everything I have to get done for this weekend. So I have this whole 3-day weekend that I can do basically whatever I want, except for I do have to practice violin as well, and I have an FSY rehearsal on Sunday. But other than that, it's all free, and I'm also going to Noah's house tomorrow, and Tommy will be there as well, so that's pretty cool. I still do have to, I was lying, I also do have to do 2 response posts for this online class. It's because you have to reply to 2 people, and only one other person has done their post, so I'm just going to do both of the replies at the same time. Once someone else replies, I'll check, and I might have to do it tomorrow depending on how long it takes people to do it. I'm hoping I don't have to wait till Sunday, but I don't think the chances of like the online class this big with probably like 30 or 40 people or something like that, it's gonna have 28 or 38 or whatever people doing the entire thing on Sunday. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but yeah, that's the only other thing I have to get done. It's just 1 paragraph response post for each thing, so it's not anything too long. But yeah, I'm gonna cube below now, and I don't have to cube and listen to something. I can cube however I want. I can do any events, including blind events and stuff, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Whoa, 124 Imperiums. I have no idea how many moves that was. It had no tips, and it was like really nice TPS. I was somehow able to one-look it. I think it was like a 3-move layer, 1-move sledge, I'm pretty sure. And I was able to see that it was just a sledge. I didn't have like, I didn't want to go like way over inspection because then I wouldn't count it as PD. I was pretty sure they're going to be the same way, so when I got to that, I just did it and then it was solved. So I had stopped it because I was pretty sure it was going to solve. So I just did it hoping it was going to be like that way, because I saw one of the edges looked like it was going to be like right here when I did it. So then I was just able to do the solve. So yeah, stupid single on Pyraminx, but it's the first PB I've gotten on Pyraminx in a very long time.